Hello and welcome to my marathon submission for Bibi Blocksberg, das große Hexenbesen-Rennen. This is a game only released in German, and the German title basically means the big witch broom race. And that's exactly what we're gonna get. Witches on brooms racing each other in 3 different cups. This one, and this one. And the category I'm playing today is called 12 tracks, where we play each of the 4 tracks of each cup. When you start the game on a new file, you only get 9 tracks, 3 each, and you have to actually find golden brooms to unlock them all. So, yeah, let's hop right into it, I would say, and I'm gonna explain about the game while we're flying. I'm gonna do a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go! Right at the beginning, we're gonna skip a cutscene of a reporter announcing the race. Yeah, Bibi Blocksberg. You probably never heard of this. It's a German franchise for children. It started out in the 1980s as audiobooks. And then later they made a TV show and movies and also video games like this one. And it's basically a Mario Kart clone. And yeah, you have like items as you can see, and always 3 enemies on each track with 4 laps. And this is the first cup called Neustadt, which basically means new city. So we're gonna have 4 tracks themed around the city. And then the second cup will be themed around a castle. And the last cup is supposed to be like spooky or something. Yeah, and the reason this is called 12 tracks... Oh, this is good. We just got a boost item. That's very nice. You can get boost items while in first place, no problem. So that's pretty good. Yeah, as I was saying, the category is called 12 tracks. Another boost item that's very nice. The category is called 12 tracks because when you first start the game, you only have 9 tracks available. But on each of the 9 tracks, there is a golden broom hidden somewhere. And if you find all of the brooms in 1 cup, you unlock the next track. And because I want to show off all the tracks, I chose this category. Yeah, I am flying with a racer called Shubia. She's one of the characters of the stories. She's like the punk witch. And we got another boost item that's actually amazing RNG here. Pretty nice. Can't complain about this. Yeah, so the franchise is like about centered around Bibi, who is a teenage witch, and she does all sorts of shenanigans and has all sorts of adventures and stuff. 5-second gold split, pretty nice. Yeah, in between you have to menu, which is pretty annoying because this was released on the Wii in 2010, and I'm playing this on emulator with a controller, so I have to emulate a Wii mode, and that's a little bit difficult. So yeah, sometimes I lose time from simply the menuing. Yeah, and since the tracks all have 4 laps, I think there's always time for a donation comment or something like talking about the charity. So yeah, this is now we are flying through the sports stadium. And there are all sorts of spells that you can put on your opponents, and they can put on you. As you have seen before, the pink fog obstructs the vision, for example. There's a shrinking spell which shrinks you, obviously, and slows you down as well. This spell actually protects you from other bad spells from the opponent, so that's pretty nice. Yeah. One thing you will probably notice very soon is that this game is a tiny bit jank. Like, the collision in this game is sometimes really weird. Like, sometimes you get stuck on things even though you really shouldn't. Like, getting stuck on a corner even though you're not technically touching it, or something like this. But then on the other hand, you have street signs you can just fly through because they don't have collision. Like, it's just very, yeah, not very consistent. And this NPC right here, the woman, she's the mother of Bibi, the protagonist, and she's one of the most aggressive NPCs in the game. She always likes to ram you, and it's just super annoying because it obviously slows you down, and that's not what we want. Yeah, that's actually Bibi in the classic green shirt. It's very like, it's kind of a trademark of her. And this franchise is well known in Germany actually, but I think outside of Germany nobody really knows this. There is a spin-off of this franchise called Bibi and Tina. Tina is Bibi's friend who lives on a horse farm, and yeah, it's basically a spin-off of the series. And those games were also released. Like, there are also games of Bibi and Tina, and those games actually have English releases. And I know at least one person who found it in the USA to buy, so it has kind of an international reach, I guess, but I think it's not. Boost item, always happy about a boost item, but it's the last round, so I have to be careful when to use it. Okay. Yeah, that's a chunky time I lost, but it's okay. It's a marathon run. I don't really care about the time. Yeah, so we don't just have to menu in between the tracks, we also have to menu in between the cups, and because there is no way to play all cups in one go, you have to, like, once you finish one cup, you get thrown into the main menu again, and you have to select everything again. Yeah, on some maps, like this one for example, you have several paths you can choose. I'm taking the paths that I think are the fastest. I'm not sure if they actually are, because I'm very new to speedrunning this actually. And I think I'm the only person speedrunning this so far. Boost item, nice, very good. Yeah, and I'm probably the only person on the whole world playing this, maybe even, because this game is not very easy to find actually. I think the only shops where you can get the physical copy of this game, which I actually own, are German resellers who sell used games. So yeah. And then you also have the problem, for example, if you live in the USA and you think, oh, this game looks jank and fun, I want to run this, and then you buy a copy, a physical one, you have the problem of region lock. So it's really not the easiest game to run. Yeah, and whenever I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, it's a great time for donations. Yeah, when I first played this game, I didn't even realize I had to fly through this window. It confused me so much because all the other part of the track is on the road. Yeah, very generic music. Always great. Yeah, I think the music gets most annoying in the second cup because it's like super generic middle-aged music. Middle Ages. But it's also kind of fun. I mean, to be very honest with you, what carries this game the most for me is actually nostalgia, because I grew up with those audiobooks, with the stories of Bibi and Tina and Barbara and Bernhard. Yeah, all the Blocksberg family members actually have a first name that starts with B. And funny enough, Bibi is actually like a short version of Brigitte. Very nice German name. Yeah, and as you might have already heard, the NPCs are always saying German phrases like "oh no" or "great" or something like this. So it's great to learn a few phrases of German. Yeah, when you cast a spell, your character says Hex, Hex. Hexen is the German verb for to do magic or to do witchcraft. And we got a boost item, which is always great. Always appreciated. Yeah, the problem is after you use an item, it is blinking, and while it's blinking, you're actually on a cooldown during which you can't just collect another item. So that's actually pretty annoying for the speedrun, because you have to really think about timing your item use as well. So you always have another item to get a chance of a boost item. So yeah. Yeah, and most of the cups actually reuse many parts of the map. I think here it's not so obvious, but especially in the second cup, you will see that the whole, like, each track is just one map, but with a different track layout. So they really reused the assets they built. Which is understandable, because I'm pretty sure this game didn't have the biggest of budgets. Okay, last lap on this track, which is called Schlängel Parcours, which would translate to Slither Parcours. Yeah, who else do we got on the track here with us? Bibi, then we have Florian. Oh, that's another thing I could talk about, because in the universe of Bibi Blocksberg, only women can do witchcraft. Men can't, except for one exception, I think. I think there's one story where there's a male magician. But in general, only women can do magic in this world. But we see a boy and a man fly here, and right now I have to concentrate because of the menu, but afterwards I'm gonna tell you all about it. Yeah, right now I'm just spamming buttons here. Okay, second cup. Middle Ages theme with a castle. Nice generic Middle Age music. Yeah, so we actually see Florian, who is Bibi's best friend, and Bernhard, who is Bibi's father. And they're also participating in the race, so how can this be if they can't do magic? Well, it's actually explained at the beginning of the game in a cutscene, which we didn't watch, sadly. So they were getting ready for the race, but they didn't have enough participants to start. And the centuries-old rules say, if you don't have enough participants, the race can't start. So Florian and Bernhard, they were actually came to watch the race. And then the witches were like, oh great, we're just gonna bewitch the man and the boy, so they can temporarily do magic themselves, so we can have the race. And yeah, that's basically the story of the game. Yeah, this track is not really very interesting, to be honest. Oh, boost item, nice. Yeah, not the most interesting of tracks, it's just basically a circle. So I guess this track would be very good for donations and stuff like this, because there's not really much to talk about here, to be quite honest. Yeah, one thing that's also very interesting, and you know, a little bit of strategy is even like if you are holding an item, then you can still pick up those item boxes. You won't get a new item, but they still disappear, so the opponents can't pick them up. So whenever I can, I always pick up several boxes in a row. Like sometimes they are placed in a row, and then I always try to get as much as I can, so the enemies get less spells they can put on me to slow me down. Here, this is a great example. I get 1, 2, 3. So there are less spells that can hit me and slow me down. Yeah, whenever somebody finishes the race, this music plays, not just when you finish it. Okay, next track. Now we're actually gonna fly around the castle, through the garden. There's a little shortcut here, easy peasy. And this is actually the first time in the run where I'm gonna hit the brake. Because yes, the broom has a brake. So I don't run into the wall. Like, running into the wall obviously slows you down. That's not what we want. Boost item, very good. Always happy about a boost item. Yeah, it's like super random if you get them or not. Sometimes I get 4 in one track, sometimes I get none. It's really just RNG. So far, oh, I was just about to say so far the RNG hasn't been very gracious with us, but here we go, another boost item. Yeah, it's always important to only use the boost items on, like, in parts of the track that are, like, linear and don't have too much turns. Otherwise you're gonna run into the wall. Yeah, so far we have only flown around the castle, but the next 2 tracks we're actually gonna fly through the castle. Which isn't too much fun, to be honest, because in the next track there is a staircase we have to fly through, and it's just super annoying. Because you have to slow down a lot to not fly into the walls and stuff like this, so yeah. And how I actually found this game is quite a funny story, because this franchise and this series actually got me into speedrunning. I was visiting some friends and they had a PlayStation 4 with the 3rd game of this series. It's called Big Broom Race 3. And I was like, oh, Bibi Blocksberg, I know this from my childhood. Let's play this. And then after some jank gameplay, I was like, oh, I wonder what's the speedrun world record for this game. And there was none. Nobody speedrun this game. Nobody even played this game on Steam. I think it had like below 1 average player or something like this. And then I actually speedrun it. And I got several of my friends to also speedrun it, who never speedrun before. So that's pretty cool. And then I found out that it has a first entry, which is this game. Yeah, as I said before, this game isn't super easy to find, especially if you want the physical copy. But the third game is actually available on consoles and on Steam. And on Steam, it actually can get pretty cheap during sales. So if you're looking for a new speed game and you like racing games, why not try this one? Or rather, the third entry in the series. Okay, now we enter the Queen's Parcours, which I like to call Staircase of Hell. Because it is rather hellish. Yeah, that's Florian, Bibi's best friend. You got a boost item, that's cool. Sadly, there are not too many parts on this map I can use it because it has a lot of turns. So I actually have to hold on to this item for quite a long time. And what you will notice, especially in the staircase, is that the NPCs are actually very much cheating in this game. Because they can just fly turns without really slowing down. It's most apparent in the staircase, which is coming up right now. Just pay attention to how fast the NPCs fly down here, and I have to slow down so much to not fly into the wall. This is like really one of the most annoying parts of the run. But we got through it for the first time. Still 3 to go. Yeah, speaking of NPCs cheating, there are several brooms you can choose from in this game. And I choose the broom with the fastest acceleration and top speed. But the NPCs still often fly just as fast as me, or even faster, even though they don't have fastest broom. So yeah, and it has really bad rubber banding as well. So sometimes you are super far ahead and the NPCs still somehow catch up magically. Or sometimes you are like one whole round behind the NPCs and then you can still win the race or stuff like this. Like, yeah. I think Mario Kart 64 runners can probably relate to this a bit. We got another boost item, which is great, but first we have to... Oh, wait! The NPC actually flew into the wall because of the boost item. Interesting. So they are not 100% cheating, just 99% of the time. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. I just did a boost, but I got hit with the spell that slows you down. So that's really annoying. Because it counters the boost spell. Okay, half of this track done. 2 more staircases of hell to go. Let's do it. Yeah, the next track is also gonna go through the castle, but we won't go upstairs, we're actually gonna go downstairs. And yeah, let's see what we will find downstairs in the castle. Feel free to post your predictions in the chat. Okay, next staircase coming up. Look, he got hit by a stop spell and he was still catching up to me. Like, if that's not cheating, I don't know what is. Yeah, sadly, no, not sadly, luckily, you don't have to actually win the races for the speedrun to count. Like, sometimes you just can't really win. Like, if the AI decides you don't win, then you don't win. Like, there's nothing you can do sometimes. So, if winning would actually be required, like, a lot of runs would just die because of random NPC decisions. Yeah, this witch is actually she's called Flowy Powy, like flower power. She's supposed to be the hippie witch. Okay, last staircase of hell coming up, and of course I fly into the wall in the last lap. Because why wouldn't I? Please don't ram me, thank you. Like, look how fast the NPCs are flying without flying into the wall. Oh, but we got another boost item. That is very nice. Let's use it. Hex, hex. Oh, there was actually a gold split. I didn't expect this, to be honest. But I'm not complaining. Hallöchen. Yeah, the reporter always says Hallöchen. Which is basically like a cuter form of saying hello. Look, he's overtaking me even though he has the slower broom. That's definitely a very fair gameplay mechanic. But to be quite honest with you, I mean, of course this game is quite jank and it can be annoying to, sometimes, but I must say this is actually a pretty well thought out game because it has like a game mode where you can fly one lap on each track without enemies and with a timer, and it has a ghost of your best time. And I haven't seen that in any kids racing game before, so they actually put some effort into it, so... Yeah, I'm still not sure if the vision obstructing item actually has any negative effect on the NPCs. Just look at this. Bernard had a stop spell in front of him, and he was still faster than me. This is so funny. Yeah, one other thing I would like to mention is that if the 12 tracks run roughly takes around 45 minutes. Plus minus something. So if that would actually be too long, but you would still like to feature this game, we could always just do the 9 tracks category from the fresh file, or even just one cup, which takes roughly 15 minutes or something. So yeah, I'm very flexible on that part. Oh, nice boost item. Not sure where to use it. Yeah, let's just use it here. No, I just got hit with the stop spell, which counters the boost. Very unfortunate timing. But that's how it goes sometimes. Yeah, so this category would be around 45 minutes estimate. 9 tracks would roughly be, I guess, half an hour probably, or maybe a bit more. And if we're just gonna do one cup, I would have an estimate of 15 minutes. Yeah, we are approaching the last lap on this track. And then we're actually gonna change over to the last cup, which has like a spooky theme in the forest. Prima, great. Sadly, no boost item. Spitzenmäßig, yeah, that's a great German word to learn. Spitzenmäßig, basically it means great. I really like that word. I don't really hear people use it often because it's a little bit old-fashioned, but I kind of like the sound of it. Spitzenmäßig. Yeah, so if you ever get invited to a drink by a German-speaking person, you can say Spitzenmäßig. Okay, this is the last lap of this cup. Yeah, and coming up is something that's something really annoying, which you're gonna see probably already in the first cup, in the first track. Yeah, I split a little bit too early there, but that's fine. Gladly, I don't have to split during the marathon at all, because we're just gonna have one timer. Okay, let's do the menu as quickly as possible. Okay, this is the last cup. And what you're gonna notice here, the enemies are gonna use the vision obstructing pink fog item a ton. Like, really a lot. See, I got it instantly, and that's really a thing of this cup. This item gets used way more often than in other cups. And it's actually a problem because, as you can see, it actually obstructs the whole part of your, like, a huge part of your vision, which actually can be a problem sometimes. Like, sometimes I actually look at the map to know where I have to fly, because it's so hard to see the track layout. And then the later tracks in this cup have some tight corners that are really hard to navigate when you can't see anything. So that's a really difficult part of the run. That's why I actually already thought about doing this cup first and then the other two. But so far I'm just doing them in order, because that's easier, I guess. Okay. Sadly, no boost item, but on this track it's really hard to use boost items anyway, so I'm not too sad about it. Yeah, my cat is sitting next to me. She wants some attention, but sadly, I'm busy right now.
Ich bin gut.
Okay, this is the bat course. Because bats are spooky, I guess. Yeah, I think this is the first track where we fly through a cave in this cup. Yeah, welcome to the cave. I think in the cave the rainbow walls that are the walls of the track look really nice actually. It's a very good theme for Power Up with Pride marathon, but also for every other marathon. So, who doesn't like rainbows? Okay. Yeah, as I said, when I'm not really sure what to talk about, it's always a good time for a donation. Because we see each lap 4 times, so there is not much you can miss. Yeah, I would really like to get some more boost items, to be honest. not looking great so far with boost items. But of course I get hit by stop spell. Because why not? Spitzenmäßig. Yeah, it's kind of fitting that Bibi's father says spitzenmäßig because, as I said before, it's kind of old-fashioned. But I still think it's a fun word. Okay. Yeah, so after this track, we have 2 more tracks coming up in the 12 tracks category. Yeah, the 9 tracks category. Wait, why didn't I get the item? Yeah, that's also strange. Like sometimes the opponents actually pick up several items, even if they are horizontal, in a horizontal line. But that's just another level of jank, I guess, in this game. Yeah, so the 9 tracks category features the first 3 tracks of each cup. Oh, flipped. Okay, second to last track coming up. This is actually a track with a very tight corner where I have to use the brake again. As you can maybe already tell on the map. Yeah, for me, this track, this cup has the least annoying music in my opinion. Because it's not so in your face generic, it's just like, it's more subtle. And it's really refreshing, to be honest. Okay. So far I didn't have too many problems with NPCs ramming me. I had some runs where it was just terrible and I got rammed like half the time. Hex. Spitzenmäßig. Please don't fly into a rock. Great. Yeah, the worst that can happen with the pink fog is when you just use the boost item and then you get hit with the pink fog. That's really annoying. And as you can see, they really use it a whole lot. Like several pink fog items per round. Another one, great stuff. I mean, I'm not complaining. I like the color pink a lot, but for the speedrun, it's not great. Yeah, this item removes your collision, so you can't get rammed by the NPCs. I'm not sure if you can hear my cat, but if you can, I hope you enjoy the meowing. Yeah, I think she needs some cuddles after this. Oh, see, yeah, I got stuck on nothing basically. That's the jank collision of this game. Okay, so coming up is the last track already, which is called the Vampire Course. Very spooky and very annoying because it has a tight corner right after the finish line. But yeah, we're just gonna fly with it, pun intended. Okay, so last track. So I'm gonna use this track to give a few shoutouts, or like, is it called shoutouts in this case? I don't know. So if you're interested in this game, just check it out. Well, you can't check this game out on speedrun.com yet because it's not approved yet. But the third entry in the series is still available on the site. It's called Big Broom Race 3. And yeah, we are a handful of runners. As I said, I convinced a few of my friends to actually run it. And another person who I didn't know before also started running it, which is awesome. And if you have a fable for jank racing games, then you're more than welcome to join our little community. Oh, boost item. Yeah, this is one of the tracks where it's rather hard to use a boost item because of all the tight turns you have on this track, but I think I can use it here without too much of a hassle. Yeah, that was pretty good actually. Nice. Another boost. And now I have to hold on to this. Oh no, wait, there's one corner, one turn where I can use this. It's right here. So let's go. And I almost didn't fly into the wall. Great stuff. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this submission video. And I really hope to be able to show this game. Another boost item. To show this funnily weird and weirdly fun game to some other people. Oh, I got stuck on nothing. And the boost got negated by the shrinking spell. Great combination of circumstances. Awesome. Oh, this is already the last lap, so get ready on time. Super! Okay, this has never happened before. What the heck? What the fuck? Okay, I swear this has never happened before. And I have no idea how to fix this. Okay, we just teleported back, I guess. Okay. What was that? I have never seen it before. And with this funny, jank little moment, I say thank you very much.
Hexenbesen-Rennen. Hier sind die Platzierungen. Spieler 1 wurde Vierter.
Well, that was something, for sure. I mean, it's fitting. It was a marathon submission, so of course we needed to have a this has never happened before moment, right? So... yeah, we can look at the I actually, yeah, I got second place overall, which isn't surprising.
Spieler 1 ist beim Pokal-Hexenbesen-Rennen Zweiter geworden.
Silver, not bad.
Gibt es den Silberpokal?
Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you soon in the marathon. Goodbye.